Okay, welcome back to How to Solve a Rubik's Cube by Ordinary Cuber. So, you now solve the first two layers of the Rubik's Cube. So you'll either have four different shapes on the top and last layer of the Rubik's Cube. You'll either have a dot, a L like this one, a line, or a cross. You want to get the cross, okay? So, the algorithm that you're going to want to use is the same for all of them, but you need to have the cube face a certain way for each one. If it's just the dot, it's fine, it don't matter. If it's the L, make sure it looks like this, not this or that, this, okay? If you have the line, it could either be held this way or this way, as long as the line goes horizontal. And if you have the cross, then you're in good luck, because then you can skip this algorithm. But if you don't have the cross, you want to do this. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Okay, now I have the line right here. So, do it one more time. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now I have the cross. But if you have the dot, then you have to do it one more time until you get the cross. So now that you have the cross, you want to make sure you get all of these pieces the same, matched up in a line. As you see, I have the orange already done, but none of the other pieces match up. So what you want to do is make sure that by turning the last layer, if any of them do, if two of them are all, I have the red and the green already matched up, which is good, because a way to do it faster than randomly deciding is if you have two, go to the next one and do this algorithm. But if you have none, then just keep doing this algorithm until you have two pairs that match up, and then by going to the next one, do it one more time, and then you'll see where I will be. So you're going to want to do up, right inverted, up, right, up, right inverted. See, now you have got all of these matched up. Now the thing that you want to do next is either place the corners or match the corners. If they're already in the right spot, then you could either, depending on whether you have it like I do, have them in the correct spot and they just need to be flipped right, or if you only have one right and you need all the others fixed, or none right, you get all the others fixed. So instead of skipping this step, I'm going to go ahead and show you since it's a tutorial. So what you're going to want to do is, if you have one that is correct, then you want that piece in the top right of the front face, okay? So then what you're going to do is up, right, up inverted, left, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. And that should have placed at least one or all of the rest in the correct spot. And if you keep doing it, then they'll all be in the right spot. No guarantee they'll be flipped the right way, but that's what the next algorithm is for. So, let me go ahead and keep doing this until they go back to where they're either all in the correct spot and flipped the right way, or if they're just in the correct spot. So we're going to do it a few more times, just same thing I told you. I mean, it really helps if you take notes. That's what I did the first time, so take notes. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so I'm back to the point where two of them are in the right spot and flipped the right way, but two are not. Now, depending on whether you have one or two, you could either do two things. If it's one, then you have to start there. If it's two, just pick one, either this one or this one. I normally work from the right, because that's what you want to do if you only have one. So once you have your cube looking something like this, what you're going to do is hold your cube like so, with the piece that is either fixed or needs to be fixed in the top right corner. So I should do that. So once that piece is in the right place, all you got to do is this, and then to make it correct, you want to do the same algorithm that you learned early on to bring the corners to the correct spot by flipping them until they're in the right orientation. Now it's going to look like you're messing everything up, but somehow it all comes together in the end and you've solved the cube. So just give it a try. So right invert it, down invert it, right, down. Right invert it, down invert it, right, down. Right invert it, down invert it, right, down. Right invert it, sorry, my cube box. Right, down. Make sure you bring that last one back, even if you think you don't have to, do it. Now, instead of doing this, just hold the cube and move only the top layer, doing a up invert it. Now, you're going to do the same thing again. Right invert it, down invert it, right, down. Right invert it, down invert it, right, down. Your cube should look like this, or just have it completely solved. Now all you got to do is turn the final layer once or twice, and you will solve your Rubik's Cube. Now if you don't have your cube solved, make sure you followed every detail I gave. So as I said, I want to have all the algorithms listed in the description. Or if you had a certain problem and you don't know what you did wrong, just PM me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.